Oh boy. If you were wondering why there is a naked mole rat on your screen right now, it's because you asked for this. I don't know if I just need to turn the air conditioning on or I'm nervous, but I'm sweating. It's hot in here, my God. So even before I announced what my channel was going to be, just the fact that I was making a YouTube channel, literally everyone assumed that it was going to be a makeup channel. And I mean, I do really love makeup. I have for a really long time, but like, but since I started creating content, everyone has been hounding me to do a makeup tutorial. So I did a poll on both Instagram and Twitter to see what type of look you would want to see, because I'm indecisive, and because I'm indecisive and I got different results from each platform, I'm doing all three. So this is one of three, and we're gonna start out easy and get into the more complicated mumbo jumbo. Can you even see my hand when I do that? No. Okay, great. We're gonna start out with my everyday makeup look-ish kind of thing. This mic is just not having it today. Please cooperate. This is teamwork here. Before I jump into this, I do want to throw in a couple disclaimers because I'm a paranoid ass bitch. First of all, I am not a professional at all. None of these things that I'm doing are things that I expect you to think you have to do in order to like be good at makeup. Like a lot of the times I bullshit half through whatever I'm doing. The only reason I've gotten this far is through practice, trial and error, and blah blah blah. Started out when I was like, the like styrofoam thing that was in my window just fell down because so hopefully my cat doesn't come in here. Oh no. And we're back. The styrofoam poster board, when I went to go retrieve it on the other side, my cat was literally waiting to jump up. But as I was saying, I'm absolutely not a professional. I've never taken any classes. I don't ever really plan to. Like, it'd be fun, but like, see, this is also why, like, this whole shindig and all of that, like, I don't want the beauty community to come after me for being dumb, which is why I'm disclaiming that I'm dumb. So you have nothing to say. Like, I don't have a ring light, I just have my umbrella lights that I got for the, like, talk show. I don't have, like, 95% of, like, the trending products. I just smear some shit on my face and call it a day. Because of that, I am very much a makeup hobbyist, as I like to define myself. I actually first heard that term from Glam and Gore, Mikey. Like, I'm like low-key in love with her, but it's fine. What is on my table? Okay. This was just something that was highly requested from a lot of people in my life. So I'm doing it. Or I'm trying to anyway. We'll see how it goes. I should probably text my sister. She's supposed to be here in like an hour. I'm filming a makeup tutorial right now, so if you end up here within the hour, leave me alone. XOXO gossip girl. Okay. Also, I love you. Hope your day is splendid so far. I'm a good person. So there's steps that I did off camera because I didn't think it would make for exactly the most riveting content to share. I started out with this Scar RX treatment oil for all kinds of scars by Momoko Therapeutics. I've been using this only for like a week, to be completely honest, but it's something that I did, so I'm keeping it in the video. Because I have all these acne scars because when I was younger, before I like learned how to actually take care of my skin, I had all types of zits on my chin. Like, I feel like that was a notorious look for me. Like, winged eyeliner and a chin zit, you know it's me. Like, if you were playing, what's that game? Guess Who? Is that what it's called? But started out with that. let it sit for like half hour to an hour because it is oil and I want it to seep in before I added shit on top of it, just have it tear things apart, you know what I mean? And then I use Moisture Rescue Refreshing Gel Cream Moisturizer by Garnier, and it's the Skin Active line. And it's for normal to combo skin. I do have combination skin, but it's mostly just the T-zone. I feel like that's pretty common, that gets oily. So I find that this seeps into my skin better and it just helps the whole oil situation. Like a cream, I feel like almost enhances the oil in not the best way. Like it gives the oil a minute to shine and like everyone deserves their fair shot, but not on my face, thank you. And then I actually got this, oh there's cat fur on it, of course. But I actually got this in a Goddess Provisions box a few months ago, and it's a jade face roller, and you just kind of like, I start out at my neck and then like boop, 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 boop. And then for the little baby side, I like go under my eye and then on my lid, and it just kind of tightens the skin, drains it of any excess like fluid that might be living. That sounds gross. I'm gonna drain your fluid, said the jade roller. Like what the fuck? That sounds like some serial killer shit. I'm just looking up more facts about the face roller because I remember reading it and being like, wow, that sounds lit, and now I use it every day, but I don't remember what it does. Helps eliminate puffiness, massages the lymphatic system. I just should never speak. Why do I have a channel? Like I can't pronounce anything. Our face, just like our bodies, can store excess water and be sluggish in the removal of toxins. Massaging the lymphatic system is key to helping our face move the excess water, which causes the puffiness. Once it's flowing freely in the face, you'll have clearer, healthier skin without buildups of toxins and fluids. Jade is a symbol of prosperity, purity, and tranquility, celebrating the stone for its ability to absorb negative energy. A lot of people have recommended like putting it in the fridge before you do it to really bring that down, but I don't do that because I'm lazy. So I primed my face as well because that's boring, just smearing shit on your face. Like, that's what all of this is. So for primer, I use the mattifying poreless primer by Tarte. And then because I'm paranoid, I also use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus face primer in matte. Mainly focus it in the middle, like in the T-zone where it does need to be more mattified. And then for eyeshadow, I very much need to get a new tube. This is gross and half the label is worn off, but it's the Shadow Insurance by Too Faced. So I just moisturized, rolled my face, and primed it, and now we're here. And it's been 14 minutes, so we're doing good. Okay, let's jump into things, I guess. Here we go. No turning back. All I really have to do today is like, my sister is coming over, and then I'm going out to dinner later with my friend to my favorite restaurant, and I'm really excited. So this is just the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. It might be a little too tan for me, but we'll figure it out. I'll put on way more Shape Tape. I just use a little spatula that comes in it. I don't know if that's not hygienic because of the face oils and whatever, but I washed it and put moisturizer on it. So like, whatever, who cares? Like, I'm just telling you how it is. Like, this is how I do my makeup. Like again, you asked for this. So I just use like a face brush that I got from a kit off Amazon that was like $10 for the whole kit of like 13 pieces, whatever, because it's a lot faster than a beauty blender. Like, I'm just being real. This is my everyday makeup tutorial. Like, I'll probably use the beauty blender and whatnot when it comes to like the Full Glam and the Crazy Colorful. I don't think I even talked about that. Like, the next one's going to be the Full Glam and then the Crazy Colorful. Like, that's a series, like just going up and up and up to more and more complicated shit. But I just use this brush because I'm just like boop boop boop, just slap it all over, whatever, I don't care. As long as everything's covered, you know? Definitely a little too tan for me. Got high hopes, that's all. I don't really go outside, so gotta fake the tan somehow. And when we get around the nose, I pop in the septum ring so she's not in the way. Just gotta do like circular motions and stipple motions, and then if anything looks too like streaky and uneven after, then I go in with the beauty blender because I have it here anyway because that's what I use for concealer, as you'll see soon. I didn't apply enough, I don't think, so we're going in with a little more. Cake your face like a pro, Tana Mojo Who. Blending in those extra little blobs to look like I have my life together. Emphasis on look. See, okay, here's the thing. Every video that I watch, they'll start out with the eyebrows, and I don't have that much trust in myself. Like getting foundation everywhere and powders everywhere, like how do you live like that? For me, it's a work smarter, not harder thing. Like if I do my eyebrows first, I'm gonna have to be like treading carefully all around. Like just save it for last. Okay. I think we're good on that. Again, not a professional, don't judge me. We go in with some Shift Tip. Why do I keep going into that voice? I don't even know what that is. I just do a couple dots because it is super thick. Just boop and boop and boop, boop, boop. That was really good. I tried to do like a yup. There it is. I'm a beauty guru. Do like a little bit over here. Okay, cool, great. So then you take your TJ Maxx knockoff beauty blender. Make sure it's a little bit stained. That's vital to the scenario. And I got this one because she's curvy like me. And it's just more fun to hold. And then you just go in and you dab, dab, dab until your face looks fab. How many YouTubers can I reference in one video? Let's see. And then you just keep going, just keep slamming, just keep slamming. One time my supervisor said that I'm like a living cartoon because I make my own sound effects for everything, and I never really noticed until he said that. And like immediately after, I went to go like throw something out. I think it was like a K-cup. I went to go make a cup of coffee, and I just like turned. I was like, ba-da-ba-boo. Immediately, I was like, no. Just your friendly neighborhood living cartoon. It's fine, and I just have no control over it. I don't think to make these weird noises, because like, who is just like, yes, what sound can I make come out of my mouth to make people think I'm stranger than I appear? See, I don't think that people need makeup, if that makes any sense. Like, you're only given this one life and this one body, this one mind, this one soul. So if you don't appreciate what you're given, what's the point? Like, I honestly used to only really wear makeup to cover up all of my insecurities, and like I could not leave the house without like full face of makeup, my hair all done, whatever. And it dawned on me that like, I'm not doing this for fun, I'm doing this to wear a mask. And I don't want anyone to think that like this is what you have to do, you know what I mean? Like to be pretty, to be like worthy of anything. Like, that's why another reason I've always felt iffy about doing makeup tutorials is because like I don't want to put off the wrong message, because this is an inspirational channel where I don't want you to think that I think that you should think that you need to wear makeup in order to feel good, be pretty, whatever, and like do it like this. It took me a long while to shift it to be like an art form. I mean, it's always been an art form for me, because like I used to do makeup in theater. Like I was in theater my entire life, shocker, but I would do stage makeup for not just me, but like a lot of the rest of the cast whenever I was in a show. And sometimes if I wasn't in a show, they'd still like not hire me because it's high school, but like have me do stage makeup for the cast. And I mean, even then, again, it was an art form, but for me, it was a mask. And it wasn't only until these past couple of years that it's turned into like I wear makeup only because it's an art form. Like that's when I kind of like let my freak flag fly and started wearing like blue, green, like I keep saying blue and green, but I have every color, like lipstick and like eyeshadows. Like I have yellow and orange and grays and different browns and blacks. I love wearing black lipstick so much. It's kind of like a blank canvas, and every day you get to create a different masterpiece, and that's the way that I see it now. But also on the other end, I've completely stopped wearing makeup every day. I used to every single day at least wear one like look, like even if it was just like natural, like I had to wear something. Just something in me shifted and I was just like, I don't need this. Like, it's fun. I love like what I can do with all these different products. It's amazing what makeup can accomplish. Like you can literally transform your face into someone else's face. And that's amazing. Like some people's talent is fucking incredible, like absolutely mind-blowing, the things that they can do with just like the products that I have in front of me that like I couldn't accomplish. I mean, if I worked towards it, I'm sure I could get to like some sort of similar level, but like I'm okay with what I do with my face, whatever. What I'm getting at is that it truly is an art form, and I've gotten to the point where I don't think it's necessary. I never wear makeup to work anymore. Absolutely never. Like the most I'll wear is mascara if I'm feeling jazzy. So like don't feel that you need makeup. You don't need these things. You don't need to like have some other validation outside of what you were given. Like you truly are beautiful the way that you are now, and like everyone's different, and that's fucking amazing. Like back when I had Tinder, like this is gonna sound weird, but like one of the reasons I really loved it, like and like kept it, is because like I was interested. This is so weird. I'm so weird. I loved seeing different faces, if that makes any sense. Like it's just so interesting to me, genetics and like the different possibilities of like how a person can appear that like I don't know, if that makes any sense. Like I'm so okay. All right, because of that, every makeup look will look different on every person. So like the things that I do might not work for your face, but work wonders for mine. And it's like different techniques will work better for different faces. Like I only use a couple of like the cream products because I do tend to get oily and would break apart, but like some person would absolutely love more cream products, like a cream blush and stuff like that. But it's just amazing to me the endless possibilities on endless amounts of faces. But at the same time, the things that make you unique because of the makeup also make you unique with your bare face, because we're all different. We all have different aspects of beauty. Like no one's perfect, but everyone at the same time, their imperfections make them perfect. Does that make sense? Sorry, I just went on like a tangent in the middle of everything, but I don't want to give off any type of wrong idea saying that like you have to wear this to look pretty, you have to do this, you have to this, that, the other thing, like this, because it's kind of like inspirational advice, whatever is what I do. So I just wanted to let you know that you're beautiful the way that you are, and if you want to wear makeup, cool. If you don't, cool, whatever. Do what you want. It's your life, one chance. Alright, so for contour I use the stick foundation in Fawn by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I just go like boop. Oh, that's way too close to my hairline. Oh, boop, 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 ding, ding, boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Trying to like mimic the like 3 thing you're supposed to do. Those are very much not even. It's cool. And then I just lightly drags them on the face like that. See, this is one of the things I'm talking about, where one of the things I get the most questions on, is contour. And everyone's just like, I don't know how to do it. Whenever I do it, I look stupid, like blah, blah, blah. It just looks like I rubbed mud on my face. Real quick, I just do a little bit under my jawline here to like try to make my round face a little bit more. One of the things about that is exactly what I was just talking about, where everything's gonna look different on everyone. So this like outline of contour might not work for you. Like if you're trying to like, I mostly just go straight off of where my sideburn, I guess, where my sideburn is, and just come down right there. and I take it a little bit upwards. Like this one's a little bit more heavy. I'm so good at makeup. I only try to essentially enhance the face shape that I have already. And some people, like if they want to make their face look skinnier, you can take the angle a little bit higher, like sort of thing, where it's just a matter of figuring out what you want to do with your face. Like what are you trying to achieve when you do makeup? And because of that, the same like contour shape for me might not work for your face, because your face might be like completely different shape and you're trying to completely alter, and you're trying to just achieve something completely opposite of me, and then you give up hope because you're like, why doesn't it look like that? I'm not saying that like I'm not saying that like I'm someone to look up to and be like, I want to look like her, but I'm saying like anytime you watch a makeup tutorial and if you don't get the same results, it's because like maybe that look needs to be tweaked for your face in a different way. So I usually try to find YouTubers that have like similar face shapes to me if I'm trying to learn a new technique, or same with like the eyes, because I have like eyes that take up half my face. That like I only try to find people with like big ass eyes if I'm trying to learn a new technique, you know what I mean? And that's the thing, like I learned a lot of what I know through YouTube and through, oh by the way, real quick, I'm using the e.l.f. contouring brush. It was like $1, like, but through YouTube and just experience and like through theater, it's just a matter of like time and patience, trial and error. I already said this, but you can't emphasize it enough that like miracles don't happen overnight. If you're trying to slay to the gods, like some people it'll come naturally to them, some of them you just have to do some tweaking and figure out what works for you. And it's not a bad thing, it's just about learning. This one I mostly just try to like pull back this way towards behind my ear and then go down, so that like it doesn't look like I have, what is that, the beard that people talk about. Oh no, my mic's halfway in my shirt. Hopefully you heard anything I just said. And then any excess that's on it, I'll hit right under the chin. Okay, so that got cut off. I don't know where I left off, but basically I'm trying to carve out the contour that's happening because one of them came down too far. I want to be even Stevens, you feel me? There's nothing worse than when your face is itchy but you're wearing makeup because you can't scratch it. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the same curvy knockoff beauty blender, and I have the Coty Airspun. Shocker, who in the world does not use this? I can't see shit. Hello. And I'm gonna get translucent powder everywhere. If you don't know, Coty Airspun is just a translucent powder that I use to bake and set things, and may use a little too much, but that's okay. Do what you want for your face. That's all that matters. So do tone it down like the white cast with another powder. Again, I use a lot of powders, and like I don't expect you to do this because this might look cakey on some people's faces if you're more dry, but I go down the sides of the nose to bake where I get oily, kind of like fakes out almost a nose contour, which like I just recently started doing, so it's not an everyday thing, so I'm not gonna do that today. I know that's like a huge thing people do these days, but I'm lazy. And take it down to the smile lines a little bit, setting anywhere that was concealer, and to carve out that contour a little more. I don't know if I'm ever like blocking my face, so sorry if I am. Good enough. Yeah, that's another thing, is like some days I'm a perfectionist and I want everything to go right, but most days I'm a good enough type of bitch. Like you just can't stress yourself out too much about anything, makeup included. And I feel like when you take that approach and you're just calm, cool, and collected, whatever happens, happens, you get better results than if you were stressing out and not having a good time, you know what I mean? Like, have fun with it. It's literally art on your face. This looks so goofy. This was Ryan's favorite part of my makeup tutorial. When I would bake my face, he'd be like, haha, we're both baked. Let that sit for a bit. I'm kind of a poet and I didn't even know it. Oh, I forgot I had coffee. So usually when I'm here is when I jump into the eyes so that the translucent powder under my eye. I don't think I ever showed it. It looks like this. You've probably seen it in every makeup store ever. That's another thing. Like, sorry to keep going off on tangents, but like, I don't think I really have anything to offer that like hasn't already been on the internet. So I'm just like, here I am doing a thing that you've seen 1,001 times. It's gonna be like a nude eye, like whatever. Again, y'all asked for it. So what I do, this kind of reminds me of what all the beauty gurus do with the MAC's paint pot, fucking whatever, soft ochre, some smoked ochre. But this is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Glow, and it's just like, I don't know if you can even see that, like a little bit lighter than my skin tone, and I use that as a base, just even everything out. And I just use my fingers because I'm gross, but I washed them, so like whatever. And it just creates a good like sticky little base for anything that I want to slap on top of it. And I do this pretty much every day. Like, this is my holy grail product when it comes to eyeshadow bases. That's even a thing. Cool, great, cool. All right. See, like rubbing the excess off my hands. I'm gross. So usually I go in with the Naked Basics palette. Like, I could use this every day forever and be fine, to be completely honest. But that's no fun. I have like this is what I keep my brushes in. I'm not very professional, as you can see. But I take Naked 2 and just take a little bit and start going in the crease. I want to say a transition shade, but I'm not going to go much darker than this because it's an everyday look. And just go to the other eye and do the thing and match it to the other thing. For some reason, Coco Peru's music just started playing in my head, like in all of her videos. They're like, dun 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 dun. I'm the type of person, I don't even know if this is relatable to anyone else, or if it's just me being weird, but I'm the type of person to get instrumentals stuck in my head a lot, like more so than I get lyrics stuck in my head, and that's so hard because you can't tweet an instrumental. Like, I can try to type out the sounds that are stuck in my head, but you can't do that. And then when you sing it out loud as if you would with like a song that's stuck in your head, you look crazy. This is gonna be so long because I keep talking in between everything and just going off on tangents, but you asked for this. Okay, we're like pretty much good. Honestly, the key to any good eyeshadow look is to blend until you feel like you have carpal tunnel. And I'm not kidding in the slightest when I say that. It really makes a difference if you just spend a couple extra minutes on each look just blending. Just blend like you're making a smoothie. That was a bad joke. This face thing, wow. This part of my face is so itchy. Why? Okay. So a lot of the times I'll just use like a neutral shimmer all over the lid. So I think today I'm going to go in with Extravaganza by ColourPop in the Fame palette, which Taylor, who's been on the channel before, bought for me out of nowhere, and it was so nice and so cute. And okay, so you know how I said I was gross? I'm borderline like a barbarian. When it comes to shimmers, I usually will apply them with my finger if I don't feel like foiling them, like with the setting spray, because I feel like it's more of an impact. And if you're repulsed, I want to say I'm sorry, but I also don't care. I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm not sorry that I'm doing it. Oh my god, I just realized I'm flipping everyone off. What a dick! Definitely child-friendly content, but I'm still gonna do it. Damage is done. Bam, 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 bam. See, okay. Did not even plan to do that. I don't even think about it. It just happens. How's my mic doing? Oh my god. We're glittery. That's all that matters. Or shimmery. Sorry, we're shimmery. So then I go back in with that same Naked 2 and just like blend the edges back out. And then I go in with Faint and just kind of like deepen the crease a little bit, like in the corner. Beep, beep, boop, 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 boop. Ooh, Dimension. Doo, doo, doo. I do pull the Faint up a little bit into the crease just to like tie everything together. And then I just kind of like try to get all of the shadow out in general and do like a few more circular windshield wiper motions to tie the Faint into the Naked 2. Make sure everything's one big happy family. Because like I said, blend until you feel like you have carpal tunnel. That's the key. And I'll come back to like highlight the inner corners when I get to the highlight part, which is coming up fairly soon. So now that I have the top part of my eyes done, I'm going to kick off the bake with cat fur apparently. Again, gross. This is the e.l.f. powder brush. Again, $1. When you're balling on a budget, there's only so much you can do. So what I like to do is like kick it off like that for the excess, and then just kind of like, not press it in, but kind of like stipple it. Unless it's too heavy, like this is definitely like way too light for me, and that's saying a lot because I'm pale as heck. Bum, 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 bum. Imagine if I got Coco Peru on the show. Let's make it happen. So on days like this where it seems like I just can't blend out the translucent powder, I use, because again, I use way too much, I go in with the Stay Matte Rimmel London Long Lasting Pressed Powder. My cat's making some weird noises out there. I found that like Miss only uses her voice whenever she is searching for me, which is really cute. Like she doesn't meow otherwise, like literally ever. Like that's how I found out that she can jump through that window, is literally yesterday. I was sitting in here and I was on the phone with UPS trying to find a certain package I was looking for. So she heard my voice and I heard her meowing, like walking back and forth in that little hallway behind here. And out of nowhere, she just comes bombing through the window. Like I thought she was too old to be able to do that, so I wasn't too concerned about blocking the window off just yet. Because I do want to block it off just to like create less of an echo. Like I feel like that is a huge problem. But yeah, she just busts through the window and then I was like, oh, none of that. I'm going to keep this covered forever. Now I'm going to go in with the rest of the face and using the Coco Contour palette. I can never tell if I'm doing things right in frame, whatever. And oh, the blending eyeshadow brush I used earlier was a ColourPop one that I just got for free when I bought like 3 eyeshadows or something. And for the contour brush, it's an Eco Tools thing that again I got in like a kit, and I use a little bit of the, excuse my mirror, it's gross. I use a little bit of the medium cocoa and then a little bit of the dark cocoa because medium is more cool toned, and for a while I was only using that, which is why it's like carved out. But I've grown to like more of a warm tone in there a little bit because I am very pale, so like a warm tone bronzer looks really orange on me pretty easily. But I found that when I blend these two together, it gets the job done. Just kind of like, I start in the same spot that I did with the cream contour earlier, and then just I blend mostly upwards so that it makes like the whole cheekbone shape. Like if you pull it down too far, it's just gonna look like you smeared mud on your face, and who wants that? Not me. Now I like a more dramatic contour. This isn't like, I can't even tell if it'll show up dramatic or not. I'm kind of like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. There's no subtlety with me if I go in and do my makeup. blow off the excess, because, wow, that's why. I just fucked that whole day up, alright. Way too much. Of course my mic's in my shirt again. Why wouldn't it be? Oh, if anyone's wondering, yes, I have Judge Judy on my shirt. It says only Judy can judge me. So if your name's not Judy, I don't want to hear shit in the comments. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit of, like, I'm just gonna, whatever excess was on this, go back in and, like, do a little dabbing action to tone her down a bit. That cheekbone is a little too excited. Take more, do like a little bit on the forehead. Take it down to right where your temples are a little bit. Again, blending is key, always, all the time, no matter what you're doing. Blend, blend, blend. And then when you think you're done, blend some more. I really do focus mostly right here when it comes to, like, contouring, because, like, I don't know, that's where I have the most, like, not like shape problems. Like, I love my face, I don't care, but, like, I am a bit more, like, I don't even know what kind of face shape I have. It's like an oval, maybe. But I try to just make it more of a cohesive look. So if I'm carving out my cheekbones, gotta carve out the jawbone, you know? Okay, I think I'm okay with the contour. We're good, we're good, we're good. So for blush, I use Wet n Wild brush. The blush brush from Wet n Wild. I usually clean up as I go, and I haven't been. What a dirty bitch. Anyways, so I use MAC's something. It's so old that, like, the label is completely worn off. Oh no, it's not, it's just caked in makeup. Gross. Again, so gross. This one's called Love Cloud. I'm an embarrassment to anything beauty related. I hope you're happy, all of you. You asked for them. I'm pretty sure it's unsanitary to blow on your brushes instead of just tap off the excess, but does that stop me? No. My face, just fine. Hasn't fallen off yet. We'll find out. Check back in a couple years, we'll see. Just kind of like swirl and then do like this motion and I pull it into the contour to make like more of a seamless thing. I don't ever really like to go too heavy with blush. I don't know how well it's gonna read on this. Might look more pungent, but that's why I use like such a light shade too. Is that like, I do have like darker blushes that I use sometimes, but so now we're down to highlighter. And I use the Ofra's Glazed Donut pretty much every day. And if not as like the only highlighter, it will be like the base for other highlighters. Because, oh, that's why. Do you see that? My goodness. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I mean, obviously it's not blended out yet, and I picked up a little too much, but just blend it out a little bit, little bit, little bit. A lot of the times if I'm like going out, I'll foil my highlighter. Like I'll put a little bit down and then some setting spray and then put a little bit more to like really pack it in. I found that when you do that, it makes it like just like everything you see on Instagram. But you'll see that in the glam makeup video, so stay tuned for that. Plugging myself, whatever. Ooh. Ooh. Like I love the Glazed Donut highlighter because it just has such like a neutral undertone that it goes with pretty much every look, which is why I'm saying like if I want to do like a more gold or whatever, if I do like a weird look, I always put that down first because it almost just makes it pop no matter what I put on top of it, because it's so like pungent but it's so neutral at the same time. And it's called Glazed Donut. Like, you are what you eat. Just kidding. I can't remember the last time I had a glazed donut. I'm more of a Boston cream type of bitch. Oh, and this highlighting brush, like little fan brush thingy, I got from another Goddess Provisions box. It was the unicorn box. I don't remember specifically what month that was. Then I go in with this teeny tiny little brush that I could not tell you where it came from because I don't know. I've had it for so long. And I take more of that glazed donut and I just boop, boop, boop. What a difference does that make? She's awake. She's alive. Bring on the day. My camera died. I'm a real YouTuber now. Continuing on. So we just put highlighter in the inner corners, and then just gonna boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna blend that in, don't worry. A little bit on the cupid's bow, a little bit more on the tip of the nose. Like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, just with glitter. Okay, now that there's not as much product on the brush, I'm blending this out a little bit. That's what's next. I use the Milani Stay Put Brow Color in Brunette. Now, okay, my brows and me have been through some shit. Like, I used to have, like, jet black hair, and I didn't fill in my eyebrows. No one told me. Me and my brows have had a journey, and we're still not done yet, being in conflict, I would say. But, like, I can't do the, like, Instagram brow, like, fade, whatever. Like, oh, and the brush I'm using is a broken version of the brush that comes with this product, because it has a little spoolie, but it came off, but I feel like it's supposed to come off because there's no, like, adhesive left on this. I think it just pops off, whatever. I think my brows are just too dark and too thin to do anything fun with, like, when it comes to brow trends. So I've just always filled them in. When I do my makeup, I'll have a mirror close to me as I'm doing it, but then I'll have one far away to see, like, or not like far away, but like a decent decent distance away, so that I can tell what I look like to other people, not just like right here, you know what I mean? In the time that I went off camera, I didn't think about Coco Peru not once, but now that I'm sitting here again, all I can think of is the dun, 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 dun. So I use, she's a little beat up, yes, I need a new one. Again, I'm gross, I don't care, whatever. I use the Great Lash Clear Mascara to set them afterwards. And it just helps, not like break up the product, but it combs the product through everything to make it look a little more natural. Here comes the fun stuff. It's probably what you came here for. All right. So now that the face is done, to do my eyeliner. This is what everyone signed up for, I guarantee. Not everyone. Everyone appreciates different things, I guess. So, okay, before I even start, I don't know if I mentioned, but I break a lot of makeup rules. So I didn't even need to mention, you just saw it. And one of the biggest makeup rules that I break literally every single time that I do makeup is I pull on my eyelids when I do eyeliner. And I know, I'm aware of the effects and what my future looks like. Does that stop me? Absolutely not. So leave your comments all you want. I'm aware of what I'm doing. If I land someone with my sharp wings now, they'll have to love me with my crow's feet later. I don't care. I also don't care about what anyone thinks about my face literally ever. And I don't care about dating. So if I get wrinkles, I have wrinkles. Whatever. I have wrinkles already from being so expressive. I don't know if you can see that. Wrinkles happen because white people age like curdled milk. So here we go. All right, I'm gonna have to pull this closer. Sorry. Yeah, whatever. Maybe if I zoom in, you won't see it. We'll find out. So what I start with for eyeliner, or first of all, I use the Wet n Wild H2O proof. So this is just better than anything I've ever used, like even higher end brands. Like, I don't know if it's just me and my face and my cheap ass, but this is like $3-4, and it, like, the amount of times that I have fallen asleep in full face of makeup, again, I know cringeworthy, but sometimes the circumstances, like after one too many shots of Fireball, you don't really have an option. Drunk me, thankfully. Again, drink responsibly. I never get, like, shit-faced. I just like to groove a little bit, get loosey-goosey. But, again, drunk me has her priorities straight, and I'm so thankful for her. I love her so much. Like, every single time, without fail, the retainer goes in, the eyelashes come off, no matter what. But sometimes it's just the eyelashes that come off. So I've woken up to my eyeliner looking pristine still, like sharp and just completely there. I mean, except for where the lash glue hit. Moral of the story is I've been using this since I was like 14, and it has never failed me. Sometimes I fail me and my eyes get really watery, like really, really watery, and it'll start to break up, but only when I'm wearing fake lashes. So I think it has something to do with the glue along with the eyeliner and my eyes being a dick and working against me and all the hard work that I put into making it a masterpiece. Again, you're a masterpiece naturally, so keep that in mind. So what I do is you just follow where your lower lash line extends and then boop. And I've been doing the wings first recently, and that has proven to make it impossible to fuck up, because that's the one part that really makes or breaks you is the wings. So if you get it out of the way first, the rest of it's easy, in my opinion. This is just what I do. This could be dumb, but I do it anyway. So yep, see, here we go. I'm the trash beauty guru. And I just kind of start with the lines first, like the very first line extending from your lash line, so that you can make sure that the initial angle is what you want, and make sure that the initial angle of both wings match, because that way you set yourself up for success instead of failure. So then I just thicken it by adding to the top part and then smooth out the bottom. Okay, one wing done. Am I even in frame? Can you see what I'm doing? I can't even tell. I'm a great content creator. Alright, good enough. Okay, so then I just pull it in. I start like halfway to meet up with the eyeliner line. Can you even hear me? I don't know. My mic is... Just pull it in halfway to meet with that, because then you get thinner as you go closer to them. And here we are. Everyone's cringing. But I'm not gonna lie to you and do things differently than I actually do. And I also don't suggest that you do this. So if you can help it and not pull on your eye, then do that. But old habits die hard. Wow, old habits die hard. I can like feel all the beauty gurus wanting to like reach through the screen and just like smack me. Like I said, I know what I'm getting myself into. But at least look. But the power of now, at least I look good in this moment. And I don't care, so bye. But again, not recommending that you use this technique. It's just me. So helpful. Top-notch tutorial. Good enough. Okay. Now I can back her out of the way a little bit, but I still need it here for the next steps. Right here is actually where I usually put setting spray. Like, unless I do the highlight whatever mumbo jumbo, but here we go. I use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. Like, you'd think that this was sponsored. It's not. Nobody knows who I am, but make it rain on them hoes. Okay. My camera died again because I didn't let it charge long enough. So I went out and I had lunch. And all that you really missed is the fact that I put on mascara, but barely. Along with everyone and their mother, I've been using the Lash Paradise by L'Oreal, and this one's limited edition. The only thing that makes it limited edition is the fact that the cap is sparkly, but I'm not complaining. Coat my lashes a little bit because I am going to be putting on falsies because I'm a fake bitch, and just define the lower lashes a little bit. I don't like to go too crazy unless I have like crazy lashes on, like make it even Stevens. Classic face. I told myself that I wouldn't do the mascara face, and I definitely just did it. Hello. My favorite lashes for like an everyday type of look is the Ardell Demi Wispies in 120. Partially because I don't have to trim them, like they fit my eye shape exactly. And I mean, they're just really pretty and simple, and they get the job done. And they're not too much, but they still give a little definition, you know what I mean? Using the Duo eyelash glue, which like kind of smells like fish, but what do you do when you're balling on a budget? So the key is just to wait until it's like super tacky so that it doesn't get all over your eyes. I usually use the darker glue whenever I do an eyeliner look, just to make it easier to like blend in, because I'm lazy. But I can't find it since the move, so we're using the white glue. You just sit here. I just start on like the outer corner, which like, hold, I can't talk and do it at the same time apparently, hold on. Someone like just hit me up saying that my videos are too long on that curious cat bullshit, but here we are. I have like an hour and a half left of footage to go through. And while that dries, I think I'm gonna skip to lips while we're waiting. And I almost always, for an everyday look, use Midi by ColourPop, their liquid lipstick, because it's just such like a good Your Lips But Better color. And I literally always overdraw my upper lip, but just to sort of fill out like right here. I don't ever really do anything else. Just a teeny bit on the sides right here to make a more rounded, full shape. And then from where it connects with my bottom lip is how I determine where to pull the overdraw part, because then it looks the most natural. Some days I accidentally look like I had a botched lip injection, but today I think we're doing okay. Alright, lips are done. So I'm just gonna go back in with a bit of mascara to combine my real lashes with the fake lashes. Just not too much product, so that it increases the longevity of these lashes, because I literally just opened them today. And I'm just gonna trace the band with eyeliner to fully blend that in. Basically just lightly painting over the band so that any glue that might be obvious is now hidden. Okay, so this is the completed look. And I don't know, this was fun for me. I hope it was good for you. I have learned a lot when it comes to charging your camera and how to function with this. I should get a ring light probably so that you can see the details of the actual makeup more. But I hope you like this, and I hope you're excited for the other 2 tutorials I plan on doing. I shouldn't give myself that boundary because there's a good chance that I'll end up doing more than just that, but at the same time, it's not the point of this channel. It's for fun, little something different than what you're used to. And it's something that, again, you asked for. So I hope you got what you wanted out of this somehow, some way. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future makeup tutorials, like, if you want. And with that, stay positive, my friends, and have a wonderful last day.